attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh, yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
So the Houston starting five. Jayshawn Tate out there with Amin Thompson. Then it's Green. Then it's Dylan Brooks. And it's Şengün in at the 5, down low. Now here's Thompson. The 3 is up. Gafford grabs the miss. Stolen by Thompson. Shoots a fadeaway. Şengün passes to Thompson. From behind the arc. Buries it from 3.
And this is big for Thompson's confidence. He needs to keep hitting from downtown.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, Jason Kidd had a few moments to share with me. We talked about how Alperen Şengün can act as a facilitator. Coach said he sees the floor like nobody else. He's got a great mind for the game. And if you let him find his guy out of the high post, he will punish you. No doubt about it, they're aware. He is the engine of this offense.
As always, Allie, we thank you. You know, Clark, 2024 saw Anthony Davis make his return to the All-Star game.
And really, B.A., such a pleasure to see him back on the court, healthy and producing. That's not been an issue. The issue has been him being hurt and not being able to be on the court. But he's a perennial All-Star when he's healthy and playing and doing exactly what he's done throughout his career at both ends, be a dominant center.
Sinks it from distance.
Kyrie Irving, what a touch from deep.
Now here's Şengün. The 3. And it's Thompson that time on the assist by Şengün. Thompson's got 8.
You know, pretty much anybody can hit that shot when they're that wide open. I mean, terrible defense.
Got a piece of it. Irving with it. And it's Şengün picking him up. And now the Mavs on the run. Irving, the pass to Gafford. The 3 from Thompson. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got 4 rebounds now. Houston has gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. Puts up a 3. Gafford grabs the miss. The Mavericks have gone 1 of 5 to start things off. Davis from long range. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got his 5th rebound in this one. Brooks from outside. The Mavericks pull it in. Thompson against Irving. Connects from downtown. Irving's gotten his 2nd bucket of the game.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Launches it. Şengün, no good. The Mavericks trailing. Davis with it. Checked by Brooks. Turnaround Jay. And Davis gets it to go.
Anthony Davis understands the value of points in transition, getting out and finishing on the break.
Here's Şengün. Fires in the triple.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
And Irving has got the ball here for the Dallas Mavericks. And Grant, you look at the Rockets' additions over the last year or two. There's an emphasis on toughness.
Yeah, toughness, both physical and mental. Those are the kinds of veterans they've brought in. And that extends, of course, to the coaching staff, too.
Thompson's shot is off. Houston leading by 3. Brooks from outside. Gafford with the block. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Mavericks. Dallas is shooting an unremarkable 30% in the first. Oh, didn't think that was going in. Irving's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Well, this is a staple, a pillar of Irving's attack. You got to be up on him or he'll pull up on a dime.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now here's Gafford. Outside for Irving. The 3 ball. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And here's Thompson for 3. Klay Thompson pulls down the board. Tipped away. Thompson with a steal. There's 31 seconds left to play in the first. Şengün passes to Green. Fade away. That bucket makes him 3 for 5.
When he's not working back to the basket, Şengün can pop out and face you up.
Irving with a deep 3. Sinks it. What range from downtown. Irving's got 12 points in the game.
Incredible. He will hit that from another time zone.
Stolen by Thompson. Pass to Irving. Got it up. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. Amen Thompson. He's feeling it. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And now we get a little perspective here on how the hustle game has been for the Rockets.
They've really been disruptive on the defensive end, forcing turnovers and turning those turnovers into points at the other end.
And they've done a tremendous job just creating havoc defensively. Active hands have led to tons of turnovers that they've capitalized on.
So the Houston 5 right now. We've got Smith. Shepard is out there with Cam Whitmore. Then it's Tari Eason. And it's Adams in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And the ball out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards. Outside Whitmore. From deep. No good that time. The Mavericks leading. Oh, got a piece of it. Back to Smith. There's the 3. Houston with another miss.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Pass to Whitmore. Back to Smith. Fires for 3. Count it. And that shot gets him in the books. He's 1 for 3.
Yeah, looking so comfortable out there on the perimeter. Smith has really invested in getting this shot dialed in.
Edwards for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Edwards has gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. For 3, Smith. It's rebounded by Dallas. Second quarter, a little over a minute and a half in. Christie's shot is off.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Smith, that one's good. Smith's got 6 here in the quarter.
An excellent pull-up jump shooter. Smith doesn't need much airspace to do some damage.
And if you're looking for identifiable team mascots, Clark, some say the Mavericks champ the horse is near the top of the list.
Yeah, he does get after it. Also, the Mavs man. Dallas is rolling out a couple of iconic figures to keep that crowd on fire.
Oh, what range this kid has. I mean, this proves Smith's ceiling is sky high.
From deep three-point land. Christie with a rebound. Mavericks trail by 5. Down low. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Eason, good.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically, no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
He rifled that one in from distance. Dinwiddie's got 6.
Boy, Dinwiddie does not hesitate to go right back at a guy when he's been scored on. He wants a 3 of his own that time.
Eason can't get it to go. And it's Edwards with the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. Trailing by 5.
A great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected.
And I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
Here's Whitmore outside. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Lively finds Edwards. Launches a 3. Smith with the rebound. Houston leading by 3. Outside Eason. Up top Smith. Takes the 3. They get it again. From deep. Beyond the arc. Drains the triple. Smith's got 12 points now in the quarter.
This is Smith's game. Set him up and he'll knock him down.
Here's the 3. Smith with the rebound. Well, Houston's shooting only 36% during the second. And Houston, another three.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor space.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
He picks the exact right moment to get himself a clear line to the basket.
Back to Smith. Adams a screen from outside the arc. Smith no good. Mavericks trail by 7. And here's Edwards outside. Adams grabs the miss. 26 seconds left in the first half of basketball. The three, Smith. Pure from three-point range. Smith's got 18.
Yeah, a prolific score from all three levels. Smith showing off here tonight.
Takes a three. The Mavericks pull it in. Lively's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Exum. And that's not gonna go. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's the Houston Rockets earning this break in the action, up 10. They've been aggressive in transition and find themselves in front. Back to the game after this break. And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books. One half to go. You got to like what Jabari Smith has done in this one.
Well, if he's hit threes like he did in the first half, he's going to have a monster night.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
Kyrie Irving out there with Klay Thompson. Then it's Daniel Gafford. Then there's Davis. And it's Marshall in at the 3 slot. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. The NBA becoming more and more global, Clark. Şengün, a perfect example of that.
Yeah, Alperen Şengün out of Turkey. Right now on the fast track to being the best player to ever come out of his homeland. So still very young, but boy, his future is quite bright.
Now here's Thompson. 11 points in the game. There's the triple. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
The 3 from Thompson. Oh, Thompson always in motion.
Such a silky, smooth stroke from deep. Thompson, excellent accuracy.
Outside, Green. Houston with another miss. Mavericks trail by 7. There's Davis with the 3. And Dallas hits again from deep.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Well, it starts with defense. They got some stops, scored some buckets after that, and now we've got ourselves a ball game.
Again, Green missing.
I wouldn't say that's exactly his spot now. I mean, and you can see why.
Back comes Houston in transition, and Thompson gets it to go.
A confident shot from Amen. I mean, when he trusts his J, Thompson is that much more difficult to check.
Now here's Irving. 15 points in the game.
They're making smart adjustments, setting guys up for success.
It's certainly been an impressive run. They finally found the right formula to break down the defense.
Here's Şengün. Give him 8 points now. From outside, off the mark. Thompson passes to Marshall. The 3 is up. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got 9 rebounds now. And here's Tate outside. The Mavericks pull it in. Gafford's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And here's Thompson for 3. Oh, Thompson buries the tray. And Grant, we know the importance of the veteran leaders on a team, but not every vet wants to accept the mentorship role.
Very true, B.A. In your later years, that role becomes a blend of playing and kind of coaching. Not everyone is cut out for that.
Pass to Irving. Fires the 3. Thompson pulls it in.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
And here is Thompson. Outside Irving. Back to Thompson. Lets it go from deep. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving. Irving's got 3 assists in the game.
The blend of confidence and skill, beautiful to see. Thompson knew all he needed was the ball in his hands.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, Anthony Davis is letting it fly. He said, the way that teams are playing me, I've been getting back to the mid-range. It's an easier shot instead of fighting the double team, so that's all it is, continuing to trust it and shoot it. Brian, we've seen that jumper be a real weapon for him.
Yeah, that's a good call, Allie. Thanks. Şengün finds Green. Şengün against Gafford. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for 3. And Gafford picks one up. Houston shooting their initial free throws of the game here.
You can almost see the hunger and focus in the eyes of Alperen Şengün. I mean, this guy completely locked in on doing as much as he can for his team when he's out there.
And it's a completely new group here for the Mavericks. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
And that's an intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And Houston making a change here. Adams is checked in. And out of bounds, Dallas will have it. Exum outside. Knocks it down from distance. And the Mavericks lead by 2. A hard-fought matchup. 7 lead changes thus far.
And these teams have been sparring from the get-go. Neither able to land the knockout blow. And he likes to be the answer guy. Smith with a huge response 3.
Fires from deep. And the rebound goes to Dallas. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Edwards.
And you look at how they've come out in the second half. It's almost like night and day.
No question about it. I mean, these teams are really battling hard now.
Here's Smith. Lively grabs the miss. Lively's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Inside. Pass to Christie. For 3. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. That concludes the 3rd quarter. It continues to be and a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more than was made by the big fella.
We've reached the 4th quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. 4th quarter on the court for the Rockets. They've got Shepard, Jabari Smith out there with Tari Eason. Then it's Steven Adams, and it's Whitmore in at the 2. A deep 3. And it's Irving with a rebound. The Mavericks leading. Outside Davis. 3-pointer off the mark. And so Şengün will bring it up for the Rockets. From downtown. Rebound, Anthony Davis. Davis has got 6 rebounds in the game. The 3 from Thompson. It's hauled in by Houston. Şengün's got rebound number 11. On the wing, Green. Back to Şengün. Pass to Thompson. Here's Şengün. The 3, and it's blocked by Davis. And there's the call on Amin Thompson. That's his first foul of the game. Lively, he's checked in for the Mavericks. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Eason's checked in for Thompson. Shoots it from the corner. Yes! He nails it! And the Mavericks lead by 3. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
Yeah, they've done a great job of challenging every shot they can. Their totals in the block column are a result of that aggression.
The shooting's been great, but also how about the energy level? That's what's impressed me the most. They've been getting it up and down in transition, and that takes effort.
Here's Irving after the basket by Houston. And there's Thompson on the assist by Irving.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
Rockets trail by 4. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Hits the trifecta. Brooks has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Selfless with the rock, Şengün won't hesitate to make a pass out to a ready shooter.
On the wing, Davis. Brooks defending. Here's Irving. Good work defensively by Brooks. Houston has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. And a fast break now. The Mavericks on the run. Outside for Davis. Let's go with a 3. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. The 3, Smith. Lively grabs a miss.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then because his shot making is not happening right now. Fantastic to see Klay Thompson deliver when his team needs a basket most.
On the wing, Brooks. Lively against Şengün. Here's Smith. And another miss by Houston. The Mavericks lead by 4. And here's Thompson for 3. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Şengün's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass heating. And it's Brooks missing. Irving against Brooks. Irving pass to Thompson. Back to Irving. It's rebounded by Houston.
It can be tough to find space in the mid-range area. Probably should have passed that one up.
Şengün passes to Eason. Got a piece of it. And he recovers it. Now Brooks. Back to Şengün. Knocked loose. Shot clock at 6. Outside Eason. Late clock. Houston's got to hurry. Stolen by Davis. Ooh, stolen by Smith. Back comes Houston in transition. Here's Eason. And he sinks it. Oh, what a sensational bucket. That brings him within 1. And stolen by Green. The 3, Smith. Oh, the trifecta.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Davis with a screen on Green. Irving, the pass to Davis. Irving looking around. Lets the 3 fly. Unable to get that one.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Brooks from outside. Yes, and it's Şengün picking up the assist. And the Rockets lead by 5.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Stolen by Thompson. From the arc. Can't get the 3 to fall. Outside Irving. They could win it. Oh, that shot had a chance, but the all-or-nothing shot attempt is off the mark. And so the big...
And it's the Suns to start out. And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Nick Richards out there with Durant. Then there's Devin Booker. Then it's Royce O'Neal. And it's done in at the 3.
Yeah, one of his many attributes, guys. Booker is hard to stay with when he's pulling up off the dribble.
And it's Irving missing. And here are the Suns now. It's a 3-point game. And always hovering around the 50, 40, 90 mark, Kevin Durant is both prolific and Greg efficient.
And Kevin, you want to talk about guys in this league who make winning plays time and time again? KD is right at the top of that list.
Thompson misses. Durant kicks to Booker. Fader on the way. Back to KD. Fires from way outside. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
It doesn't matter the zip code. Kevin Durant, when he steps over the half-court line, is in his trigger range. My goodness.
Now, here is Irving. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
And I like the bold move of going right back at him to return the 3, but he just couldn't get it to go.
Durant way outside, and he can't extend the lead to double digits. For Dallas, they've gone 0-3 from the field to start the game. Irving kicks to Marshall. Back to Irving. Over O'Neal. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. The Suns have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Booker fires from way outside. From past the arc. It's rebounded by Dallas.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Davis with a screen on KD. Irving, good.
You guys know it's pick your poison when you are trying to cover Kyrie out of the pick and roll.
Booker against Irving. Booker looking around. Oh, trying for it. They get it back. Richards passes to Booker. Again, the miss by Booker.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Greg in the process to bring in all their stars. The Suns don't have a lot of ways to add players in the near future.
Yeah, they don't control their draft picks for the next few years. That was part of the price for Beal and Durant. They'll have to be very shrewd to add rotation pieces to help them win.
Well, they are daring him to miss, and he obliges.
The wide open look for Durant. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. KD's got 5 now.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thanks. Devin Booker is a 3-level scoring threat. He said, I'm just reading coverages and taking what the defense gives me. That's a mid-range jumper, which analytically people say isn't the highest percentage shot. But for myself, it's a good one. I've shot it pretty much my whole life. Kevin?
And David, doesn't it show? Wow, he is something else. Hey, thank you. Off target from outside.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
The shot by Thompson, no good. And it's Phoenix's ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Launches a 3, and it's Kevin Durant with the 3. Durant's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
The offensive rebound. Booker outside. Lets it go from deep. Mavericks with the rebound. And Irving launches it from deep. The rebound by Richards. Richards got 7 rebounds in the game. From outside the arc. And it's Durant, that time on the assist from Booker. He's got 11.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
A nice shot by Irving.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. The Suns on top. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Suns. The wing pair we'll be seeing is Beal and Allen. Bol out there with Plumlee, and it's Lee in at the 1. And so it's Dallas with it. Following the miss by Bol. Dinwiddie kicks to Exum. Christie with the screen on Plumlee. Lock at 6. Exum with a wide open look. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Exum's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for Dallas. Suns leading by 6. Lee outside. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. Greg, you look at the great coaches. What are 1 or 2 of the most important qualities for success that you see?
Well, for me, Kevin, I think you got to be able to adapt tactically. I mean, that's huge, and especially in the playoffs. But most important, can you motivate and unify a locker room? That leadership quality is what really puts a coach over the top.
Beal can't get it to go. Dallas has gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Dinwiddie passes to Christie. Fires from deep. Another 3 for Dallas.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
And Beal puts up a deep 3. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
No one better to answer with a 3 ball than Mr. Bradley Beal.
Edwards kicks to Exum. They set the screen. Pass to Christie. Lively with it. He's guarded by Plumlee. Lee outside. Top of the key, Beal. Plumlee sets the pick for Beal. Offensive rebound, out to Lee. Now Bowl, still without a basket. Hits it from three-point range.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
Well, we know, GA, the Mavs are so adept at hunting the matchups they want. They're patient and methodical.
They never look like they're in a rush, right? Even when you send a double or trap the ball, the Mavs stay calm and know where to go. It's what makes slowing down their pick and roll so difficult.
And the Suns making a change here. Micic checked in. Bowl, that's good.
Well, that's somebody who sees the whole floor and delivers it to the perfect wide-open shooter.
Dinwiddie's shot is off. Suns lead by 12. Pass to Plumlee. From deep. It's hauled in by Edwards. The Mavericks have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Here's Christie. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Plumlee finds Bull. Here's Micic.
Who's watching here?
There's 1:26 left in the first half. Screen by Bull. The 3 ball. The Mavericks pull it in. It's deflected. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Edwards, no good.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And Beal puts up a deep 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. Lively's got 4 rebounds now tonight. To the right side. Here's Exum. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. And here are the Suns now. Right now, they're on a 9-0 run. It's hauled in by Edwards. Mavericks trail by 12. Dinwiddie outside. We've got 22 seconds left to play here in the half. Christie against Beal. From deep 3-point land. An absolute bomb from 3-point range. Christie's got it back down to single digits for the Mavs. Beal dishes to Allen. Pass to Plumlee. Outside Beal. Got it off in time. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Phoenix ahead by 9 as the quarter comes. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
What I love is they've continued to feed this guy. Ride the hot hand until the defense does something about it.
Thompson is out there with Kyrie Irving. Then it's Anthony Davis. Then there's Daniel Gafford. And it's Marshall in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Jason Kidd. So, Doris, when you look at the whole package, is Durant a one-of-a-kind player in your opinion?
Well, we certainly have guys with that size, but this is a player who can literally play every single position on the floor. The size, 7 foot. The ball skills, the shooting, the playmaking, the decision-making. I am not sure we will ever see another Durantula, the great one, Kevin Durant.
Now, Booker, after the missed 3 from Klay Thompson. Fade away. Booker nails the 3. So confident.
If Devin Booker's cooking, it's a wrap, folks. This guy makes the game look easy.
Irving passes to Thompson. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, despite suffering a first-round sweep in last season's playoffs, the Suns' front brass remains confident that they were mere inches from where they needed to be to compete for a title, emphasizing that chemistry is built over time and through the fire. The hope is, with another year to coalesce, this team will be ready for a deeper run. Kevin?
Well, they've got the names. They've got a big coach now coming in. All right, D.A., thank you. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Mavericks. Trailing by 17. The long-distance three is buried. Irving's got 14 points for the game.
Kyrie Irving is capable of going shot for shot.
There's a screen. Durant for three. Offensive rebound. From downtown. That's in for his fifth make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip. 5 for 10.
The fluidity, the mechanics, the purity. KD's jumper is sweet.
Here's Irving. The turnaround jumper. Count it. Irving's got 5 points in the quarter.
You know, that's the turnaround jumper, one of the toughest shots in the game to defend, and he pulled it off perfectly right there.
Outside, KD. And the Suns tack on 2 more.
Boy, just the silky smoothness of the release of Kevin Durant. What a treat to watch.
And with this score of the Suns, you know, Greg, you never know who is going to initiate the offense for them.
And that can cause problems at times, Kevin. Can run you into issues keeping the ball moving. Turnovers can be their Achilles heel as well.
Now, O'Neal. After the missed three from Klay Thompson. Fires the three. Another three for Phoenix.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
KD's shot is off.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Tries to keep it alive. No good with the triple. Mavericks trail by 20. Davis kicks to Thompson. Pass to Gafford. Now here's Irving, defended by Durant. Jacks up a three. Drills it from outside. Irving's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Mavs. Booker against Irving. Fires for 3. Phoenix no good that time either. The Mavericks shooting a pretty low 34% thus far. The tray. The rebound by KD. Durant's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. O'Neal from long range. And it's Klay Thompson with the rebound. The Mavericks shooting an ugly 27% since halftime. That shot wide open. Irving's got 11 in the second half.
How quickly Kyrie squares up so quickly after a dribble, even on pull-ups. That is difficult to guard.
O'Neal from long range. And Davis sends it back. And Thompson kicks to Irving. Thompson a screen on KD. Irving dishes to Thompson. Irving sets a screen for Thompson. 3-pointer. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for the Phoenix Suns. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Here's Lee. On the court for the Suns. The wing pair we'll be seeing is Beal and Allen. Plumlee out there at Bowl. And it's Lee in at point guard.
Yeah, you have to make greater effort than that defensively. You know what he can do from range.
Well, to me, that's just inexcusable. You start to wonder how much they really want this basketball game.
Now, here's Bull. Beyond the arc. They get the rebound. Pass to Lee. Back to Plumlee. Allen, a screen on Christie. Plumlee, no luck.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
The shot's good from Christie.
Boy, major defensive lapse on that trip, leaving him all alone in three-point territory, and he drills it.
Plumlee sets the pick for Beal. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Dinwiddie against Denver. Exum deciding where to go with it. Edwards a screen on lead. Christie can't make it. Phoenix leading by 14. Beal from long range. And the Suns miss again.
He needs to look to try to drive inside and get going. That outside shot is simply not there.
Kept alive. Pass to Christie. Edwards a screen on lead. Christie traps in the tray. Christie's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Mavs.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And here's Edwards after the three-pointer from Bradley Beal. Lively a screen on Allen. Exum finds Lively. For the three. Beal pulls it in. Phoenix has gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth. Here's Bull. And it's off from three-point range. Mavericks trailed by 14. Stolen by Allen. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone. Got that one up quick. Allen's got his first 3 points of the game. For Dallas, they've gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Puts up a three. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Dinwiddie passes to Edwards. Lee against Christie. Shoots it up. And that's good for 2. There's 1:59 left to play in the final quarter. Beal fires from way outside. Here's Bull. Off target with his three. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. From outside the arcs. And with that shot, the Suns' lead is cut down now to just 12 points with the basket from Christie.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Now, here's Bull. Allen outside. 5 to shoot, and they come right back with their own three-pointer. And the Suns lead by 15. The Mavericks have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth, 4 of 9.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Phoenix.
The key here, guys, was second chance points.
They pounded the offensive glass and won the scrambles for loose balls, giving them plenty of added opportunity.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Kevin Durant.
Boy, forget about his stats for a second, right? What impressed me most was his stamina. It seemed like he was involved in every play. And with that kind of activity, I don't know how you don't wear down.
And so it's Beal who brings the ball up for the Phoenix Suns. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Here's Christie. Right side, Edwards. Dallas moving it around. Christie can't make it. And it's Phoenix's ball. 13-point lead.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
And Phoenix can just let the clock run down here. And the Suns miss again. And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. They came in here and much appreciated, David. And that about wraps it up.
The Rockets on their way to the locker room, looking to deliver a welcome sports fans. Grant, one thing these teams have in common, they are great at rebounding the basketball.
Oh, yes, they are. I mean, it'll be a battle down low. Boxing out is vital, and second chance points may just decide this game.
Now let's take a look at Phoenix's opening lineup. They've got Kevin Durant. Royce O'Neal is out there with Devin Booker. Then there's Nick Richards, and it's done in at small forward. Now here's Şengün. Out to Thompson. Three-pointer. They get the rebound. It's Tate on the wing. Knocks down the long J.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
It makes a difference for them if he can establish his three-point shot as a weapon.
Out of bounds. It'll be Rockets ball. Houston has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Nails it from three.
And it's encouraging to watch Green knock down the triple. Needs to keep doing this.
Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Richard, how about that memorable Rockets winning streak early in 2024?
11 straight wins. Look, that's no easy task, no matter who you are playing. The energy in the locker room must have just been off the charts.
Tate passes to Şengün. Green for three. And can't get it to go. Now 1 of 2. The Suns have gone 1 for 3 so far. Dunn outside. And just around a minute and a half into this first quarter. The Rockets have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. They get it back. Pass to Şengün. Clock at 6. The fader. And Booker pulls it down.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
Durant against Thompson. And Durant hits from deep. Durant's got 6.
And defensively, what can you really do against KD right there?
This one for 3. Şengün, no good. Phoenix has gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. Booker with it. Green picks him up. Booker, the pass to Richards. The 3 is up. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got 4 rebounds in the game. And so Şengün will bring it up for Houston. Pass to Tate. Jacks up a 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Back to Booker. Fader on the way. That's good. And so Durant with the assist.
And these are the type of shots that are just so easy for Booker. These short corner triples, these right here, best shot in basketball.
And here's Thompson for three. Richards pulls it in.
Oh, he really wanted that triple. Even though he missed, I really like the competitiveness I'm seeing.
And you look at how Durant is playing at his age. He's still as elite as it gets, RJ.
You don't lose skill. KD could play into his 40s if he wanted to. That shot isn't going away, and he's always going to be tall. He will be one of the best scorers every time he laces them up.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, Brian, a lot of teams are staying clear of that dreaded second apron of the luxury tax, but the Suns, they blew right past it, adding Bradley Beal to create a star trio. Kevin Durant said, quote, "That's what you're supposed to do. It's about swinging for the fences every year." They're looking to go the distance.
Every year, you're right. Talent is there, Allie. Pure from three-point range.
Already an intelligent playmaker, Thompson moves the ball well for a rookie.
Richards with a screen. Durant, pass to O'Neal. From behind the arc. The kick to Durant. Fires the three. Rockets with a rebound. Sengun's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Thompson fires from way outside. O'Neal pulls it in.
That was a good possession. They got a clean look. The shot just didn't fall.
Sengun with a steal. Green with the ball. Dunn in his pocket. And yep, it's good. Sengun's got 5.
A sometimes underrated playmaker, Green showing good patience and vision.
Durant, the shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
The three from Thompson. The Suns clear it. 3 on 3. Booker for 3. Outside O'Neal. Three-pointer. Doesn't go that time. What if it goes? The shot that time not on target. Kevin Durant has been leading the charge for the Suns. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Phoenix.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And another thing, they found the open man. Really playing unselfish basketball, moving the ball around there on the perimeter.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Suns. Beal and Allen are out on the wing. Mason Plumlee out there with Bol Bol. And it's Micic in at the point. Houston has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Ever since Phoenix changed ownership, they've been all in on winning now, Richard.
They've traded a lot of picks away and young talent to assemble a team of superstars. Some of the best shooters in the history of this league. And they were willing to go deep into the luxury tax to sustain it.
Now here's Beal. Tries the spin move. Sinks the tray. Beal's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Outstanding ball handling by Beal, just carving up the D.
Smith finds Adams. Adams with a screen on Bol. For 3, Smith. 4-3, and the three-pointer goes. Smith's got 6 in the quarter.
Yeah, looking so comfortable out there on the perimeter. Smith has really invested in getting this shot dialed in.
Jacks up a 3. Bol, no good. And so it's Holiday who brings up the ball for the Rockets. Puts up a deep 3. And there's Smith. That one's good. On the assist by Holiday.
You know, Smith came into the league as a capable and confident shooter off the catch.
Allen can't get it to go.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Now here's Smith. 9 points in the game. Plumlee with it. Guarded now by Whitmore. Bol, a screen on Smith. Fires from the wing. Yep, that one goes. Micic has got his first points of the night. Houston in the lead. Adams with a screen on Bol. Pass to Holiday. Back to Smith. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Here's Micic. Three-pointer. Gets the three to fall. Micic has got his second basket of the night. Richard, you evolved as a shooter over the course of your career. Talk about developing shooting in the NBA game.
Well, it dictates what kind of offense you can run. You don't need a bunch of good shooters, but if you've only got one or two, your interior play better be strong.
And he likes to be the answer guy. Smith with a huge response three.
Micic, no good. Houston has gotten only 4 of 9 from beyond the arc here in the second. For three, Smith. Bull grabs the board. The Suns have gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. Here's Plumlee. Cash plenty on the open jump shot. These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
For three, Smith. And it's Phoenix with a rebound.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
And that's out of bounds. Last touch by Bull. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Smith outside. Launches it from deep. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Smith's got 15.
And you have to like the patience there. Smith reading the defense and then attacking.
There's a screen by Bull. Allen, the pass to Bull. Back to Allen. Takes the three. Knocks it down from distance. Allen's got his first 3 points of the game.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
Now here's Smith. He's got 15. Eason, a screen on Bull. 6 to shoot. For three, Smith. Kept alive by Houston. Eason, pass to Smith. Misses the three. Let's see if they want to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
Hey, looking at the clock, I'd say yes.
The offensive rebound. Allen outside. The three is up. Counted from distance. He has 6.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Pass to Smith. Adams with a screen on Bull. Back to Smith. To the paint. Here's Adams. It's hauled in by the Suns. Plumlee's got 4 rebounds in the game. For three, Allen. That shot missing. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Suns ahead. Up by. Thanks very much, Allie. And folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll, please. They're thinking about the shot.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. You got to like what Jabari Smith has done in this one.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
If I'm his teammate, I keep feeding the hot hand, especially since he's been on fire from deep also.
We've got Alperen Şengün, Jayshawn Tate out there with Amin Thompson. Then it's Green, and it's Brooks in at the shooting guard position. And that's the group for Ime Udoka as we begin the second half. Well, the last few years, Richard, the Suns have had some all-time greats, but this is Devin Booker's team.
No doubt, drafted in 2015. Book's been here his entire career. His first few seasons, the team was, let's just say they were rebuilding, but Devin stayed loyal and enjoyed some stellar seasons since then.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Well, Kevin Durant steadily climbing up the top 10 of the all-time scoring list. He said, I've been in the league for half of my life now. It's a blessing to be playing on this platform and doing what I love to do. I just want to continue to keep putting in good work and keep adding to what I already did.
One of the greats, Allie. Thank you. And here's Tate outside. Houston with another miss. The Suns leading. Outside Durant. From deep. And the three-pointer is good for Durant.
Defensively, you try so hard to not allow Durant looks from three. But KD, look, he's just able to score.
Here's Şengün. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Şengün's gotten his third basket of the night. Thompson against Durant. Shoots over Thompson. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. Houston has gone just 1 of 5 from three-point range here in the third quarter. And it's Brooks missing. For Phoenix, they've gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. That shot is good by O'Neal.
And you have to guard him out there. I mean, he can do damage from deep, even from way beyond the arc.
Thompson outside. Yes, and it's Şengün picking up the assist. Şengün's got his 4th assist in this one. Here's Durant. He's got 11. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Here's Dunn. No good from outside. He got his defender off his feet with a pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Since being drafted in 2021, Alperen Şengün has really grown his game, Richard.
Particularly his assist numbers. That's what impresses me. You can run the offense through the 6'11" Şengün. It's so impressive.
And so Şengün will bring it up for the Rockets. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Dunn with it. Tate picks him up defensively. Durant for 3. On the wing, Durant. The 3 ball. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Lets it go from deep. Up top, Durant. From the arc. There's 1:34 left in the third. Durant with another miss.
He just keeps firing from distance. I know he's trying to heat up, but at what cost?
Now here's Şengün. He's guarded closely. Pass to Brooks. Şengün with it. Give him 8. And here's Thompson for 3. Kept alive for the tie. Another shot. No good on the layup.
Defense pulled out all the stops to shut him down there.
Durant with it. Green picks him up. They still need this. Fires in the triple. Dunn's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Now here's Şengün. Defended by Dunn. Outside Tate. Back to Şengün. Up and over Dunn. Houston with another miss. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. On the wing, Durant. Defended by Thompson. Durant with the bucket.
Running the floor, Durant pushes himself to get ahead of the defense.
Here's Şengün. There's the drive. He can't get it to go. Good work defensively by Richards. Puts up a deep 3. The shot no good.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it.
And so it's Phoenix up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. The flow of the game has favored them in general. But hey, the tide can shift. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
And for the defense, it's so tough to guard a big man with that kind of court vision and dime-dropping ability.
Substitution on the board.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And the Suns going with a whole new group out there.
Second team foul.
On the court right now for the Suns. Beal and Allen are out on the wing. Bull out there with Mason Plumlee. And it's Micic in at the 1 spot. Here's Whitmore outside. The Suns clear it. Here's Micic for three. Eason with some nice D. Pass to Smith. Fires the three. The Suns clear it. Bowles got his 4th rebound in this one. This one for three. And it's Whitmore with the rebound. Rockets trail by 8. The three, Smith drops in the three.
Oh, what range this kid has. I mean, this proves Smith's ceiling is sky high.
There's Plumlee with a three. Buries it from three.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
For three, Smith. From deep three-point land. Plumlee pulls down the board. The Suns lead by 8. In transition, here come the Suns. Pass to Micic. Over Holiday. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Houston has gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the 4th. The three, Smith knocks down the triple. Smith's got 6 points in the quarter.
And this is why Jabari Smith went early in the draft. His ability to find shots and, of course, make them too.
Pass to Plumlee. There's the three. It's hauled in by Houston. Adams has got rebound number 5 here tonight. The three, Smith. Another three from Houston.
He's done so much damage from beyond the arc, and he's still hitting those big shots.
And the defense has to know that taking away his three is the #1 priority, and he's hurt them all game long. With that shot, it makes no sense.
Ooh, how sick was that, guys? I mean, he makes defenders look silly with moves like that.
Rejected by Bol. Here's Micic, defended by Eason. Micic, no good.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
Yeah, that's it right now. He's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
The three, Smith. Bol grabs the board. Bol's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Micic. From outside the arc. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. The three, Smith nails it from beyond the arc. Smith's got 27.
This is huge for Smith's overall growth. Now, he wants to be a knockdown scorer in big-time spots.
And so it's Holiday who brings up the ball for the Rockets. They've only given up 5 points here in the 4th. Smith, no good.
I think the defense will live with him taking mid-range jumpers, but maybe just a little bit more resistance.
Oh, got that one up quick. Bol's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And defensively, how do you leave him that open in crunch time?
Adams with a screen on Bol. They get it back to the left side wing. Here's Smith. And it goes straight through with a swish. He has 29 now.
Oh, my. What a play from the young fella. Jabari Smith comes through in the clutch.
It's stolen by Holiday. Smith outside. Adams with a screen on Bol to tie it up. Smith no good.
I don't know if he got in his own head there or what, because the defense can't really take credit for that miss. This is what Beal is capable of, delivering a bucket anytime you need it.
Smith against Bol. Smith no good. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Allen on the wing, defended by Eason. Allen can't get it to go. This is why you want ball movement and player movement.
And that's made it hard for the defense to key in on any one individual. Talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
Here's Durant. it's in.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
Off target. So a close game sees Phoenix taking this one. And they barely squeezed out the win here.
what are you watching closely?
Well, the thing that jumps out at me, Kevin, is the guard matchup. I mean, both teams have tremendous backcourts, and I really think whoever is able to win or control that battle is going to win the game.
Now we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. Anthony Davis is out there with Daniel Gafford. Then there's Irving. And there's Klay Thompson. And it's Marshall in at the small forward. Thompson against Tate. Got a hand on it. There's Green with the threes. Good. And it's Şengün picking up the assist.
No wasted motion or hesitation there. Green ready to shoot as soon as he caught it.
Here's Irving. Drops in the layup for two.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Thompson finds Irving. Back to Thompson. Three-pointer. The kick out to Irving. Drains the three-pointer. Irving's got 5 points so far.
You got to run Kyrie off that line. If you let him get comfortable and find this shot from behind the arc, it's a wrap.
Kyrie Irving has got to be as skilled a player as we've seen in the NBA.
Well, I tell you what, I don't know if I've ever seen a better layup maker than him. And I played against Isaiah Thomas and read about Nate Archibald and some of the other great small ball guards.
Whoa! I can't believe
what
that.
I just saw.
Oh, my
Unreal.
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg. Believe me.
My
With confidence to attempt an alley-oop to himself.
Well, he couldn't help himself. Couldn't resist. That really was a spectacular play.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
And yes, it's good. He's got 7.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Şengün with the bucket.
Smooth jumper there by Şengün. He's working on stretching things out more when he can.
And a wide open look for Irving. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Şengün, no good. Dallas leading by 4. Davis with it. He's picked up by Brooks. The kick out to Irving. Back to Thompson. Some nice passing here by Dallas. 6 to shoot. Here's Irving. Thompson with the rebound.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Well, you look at these role players the Mavs have, Clark. They've done a great job.
They really have, Kevin. I mean, the front office identified who the players were that could best play with their core stars. Needed defenders and guys that could catch and shoot the three. They went out and loaded up the roster with those perfectly fitting role players.
Irving from long range. It's rebounded by Houston. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Thompson against Şengün. Over Thompson. The Rockets with another miss. Mavericks leading by 4. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin, I caught up with Coach Ime Udoka. Now, Coach immediately recognized the many talents of Kyrie Irving. One thing he pointed out was not losing Irving on defense. Coach said Irving is just as dangerous without the ball. We can't let him get behind us. We have to make sure someone is on him at all times. Back to you.
Thank you, David. It's stolen by Green. 4-on-3 break. Fires away from outside. Tate, no good. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Irving passes to Thompson. The fader. It's rebounded by Şengün. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. The shot. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Irving with the ball. 10 points for him. Pass to Gafford. Back to Irving. Shoots over Tate. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. What a performance for Kyrie Irving. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
Shepard out there with Whitmore. And it's Smith. Then it's Tari Eason. And it's Landale in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the 5 for Houston right now. And it's Smith missing.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Dallas making a switch here. Powell's checked in. Here's Powell. Pass to Edwards. A 3-ball. Powell, the pass to Edwards. For 3. Rebound by Smith. The Rockets trail. This one for 3s. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Good quick play that time by Smith. For a big guy, he really moves his feet well.
Christie the pass to Powell. Buries the long-range jumper. Powell's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Edwards with the screen. Christie can't make it.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
Pass to Exum. It's Powell on the wing. And that comes off the assist by Exum. Powell's got the lead up to 4 now for the Mavs.
Powell playing with a lot of confidence because he knows he has the trust of his teammates. They've got confidence in him to take these shots.
The Mavericks have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. GA, if you look back at the Rockets' history, so many all-time greats have spent time there.
Yeah, it's an impressive list, right? Olajuwon, Moses Malone, Calvin Murphy, and Harden. Houston's well represented in the Hall of Fame.
Lets it go from the wing. The Rockets pull it in.
You know, the fact is he's not a lock from there, but he was open enough to where he should have hit that shot.
Dallas has gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Christie off the mark there with the three-point shot. Got a piece of it. And to the ball out of bounds. Dinwiddie touched it last. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. The Mavericks at last season's trade deadline added length by acquiring Daniel Gafford and P.J. Washington. Coach Jason Kidd says they help on both ends. Gafford has the ability to roll, he has great hands. P.J. can put the ball on the floor and guard 1 through 5. And defensively, they both bring physicality. Kevin?
David, there is an argument to be made. That was one of the best trades at midseason this league has seen in a very long time. A three-pointer is right on target.
Smith with the size and lift to elevate above the crowd and knock down jumpers when he gets to his spot.
Here's Christie. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot the D can afford to give him.
That's a 2 from Smith. Exum pulls it in.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Pass to Powell. On the wing, Dinwiddie lets it go from deep. And it's Whitmore with the rebound. Houston in the lead. Smith fires from way outside. And it's Smith again missing. Christie against Eason. Takes the 3. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Nice shot from the wing. And the Mavericks lead by 1.
Well, you know, this is what makes Dinwiddie so dangerous, guys. His shot preparation makes him ready to shoot as soon as he catches it.
For three, Smith. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Pass to Christie. Dallas moving it around. For the three. It's rebounded by Houston. Lyondale's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Smith, defended by Christie. Shoots it. And it's Smith again missing.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Edwards with the screen. Here's Christie. From outside, off the mark. Smith for threes. Drills it from outside. Smith's got 14 points. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
Jabari Smith has been leading the charge for Houston. And thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
23. Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Run wild. They're measuring up the shot.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Nice game. Great performance by Jabari Smith.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
On the floor for Dallas, they've got Klay Thompson. Daniel Gafford is out there with Davis. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Marshall. In at the 3, the small forward. Irving for 3. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got his 4th rebound in this one. Greg, you love this topic more than anyone when you think about the best ball handlers of all time. Where does Kyrie Irving rank on your list?
Well, you know, I think, Kevin, he's at the very top. I've never seen anyone else pull off some of the things he does. Certainly makes a strong case for the best ever.
Such a silky, smooth stroke from deep. Thompson, excellent accuracy.
Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The Mavericks leading. Davis finds Thompson. On the wing, Irving. Tate covering. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got 6 rebounds in the game. Driving in. A shot by Thompson. No one's around. Good, and the assist goes to Şengün. Şengün's got 3 assists now in this one. Green, the pass to Şengün. Şengün with a screen on Gafford. The tray. The Mavericks pull it in. Davis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. On the wing, Irving. Şengün covering. It's good.
Irving, so much fun to watch in this one so far, utilizing every aspect of his offensive game.
Thompson outside. Trying to find Şengün. He gets it to him. Pass to Tate. Launches a 3. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Davis with it. Now defended by Şengün. The shot from 20 feet away. Thompson misses.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
On the wing, Irving. Thompson surveying the floor. Davis with it. Where there's a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting, Greg. What's your opinion of that?
Well, Kevin, you know, stretching the D isn't just about how far out they have to defend. It's the distance between that and how far in you have to defend. That's why analytics favors shots at the rim and from distance.
They grab their own miss. Outside Irving. Launches it.
2 minutes.
And the three ball is good. Irving's got 5 points now this quarter.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
It's good from long range. Tate's only got it all tied up now for Houston.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Şengün kicks to Thompson. That 3 off the mark. For Dallas, they've gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Irving against Green from downtown, and it's Irving missing.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thank you very much. Anthony Davis broke his defense down for me. He said, I can block shots, switch on to anybody, guard the pick and roll, I can guard the post, I can guard the pin down. So that's my ability. My ability defensively is to do everything. Kevin?
And he does everything. David, thank you so much.
Of course, a volume three-point shooter like Green has an answer. He was ready to strike back in a hurry.
Tries the spin move. Irving surveying the floor. Back to Gafford. Thompson outside. 5 on the clock. Shoots the 3. The kick out to Irving. Thompson sets the pick for Irving. Lets it go with the 3. The putback. Davis in the corner. Here's the 3. Şengün with the rebound. Şengün's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. There's Green with the 3. No good there. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Rockets lead. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard. Putting the pass right on the money.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter, what is still anybody's ball game. We've got Jabari Smith. Shepard out there with Whitmore. Then it's Tari Eason. And it's Landale in at the 5 down low. That's the 5 for Houston right now. That's a 2 from Smith. And it falls over the rim and in. Smith's got the lead up to 5 now for the Rockets.
Confident stroke that time by Smith Jr. You could see he felt that shot was up and down.
Always going up for the alley-oop here. Loses his grip and clanks the alley-oop jam. 3-pointer. And it's Smith again missing. Christie the pass to Dinwiddie. And here comes Smith leading the fast break. Fires for 3.
Boy, it's rare to see a block shot from a perimeter player like Dinwiddie, but good job that time.
And finished off by Exum.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
Yeah, you know what? I agree. I mean, they're showing a bunch of fortitude here, keeping this game tight.
Eason, a screen on Edwards. The Rockets with another miss.
He's missing shot after shot after shot from long range. With time running low, he'd be better off trying something else.
Edwards with the screen. Got it, and the Houston lead has been cut to just 1 point on the basket from Christie.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively. You know, he's just chucking it up from distance this quarter. If you're going to do this, especially in the second half, you better make them.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Smith for 3s. Nailed from three-point land. Smith's got 19 points.
And you must chase Smith off that three-point line or face the consequences.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. And finished off by Lively.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down.
Well, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open.
And this is a statement bucket. If you weren't excited about Smith already, how about now?
The three. Eason grabs the board. Houston leading by 5. And Smith launches it from deep. And Lively pulls it down. Lively's got 4 rebounds in this game. Dallas moving it around. Such a wide open look. Edwards got his first 2 points.
Hey, the unselfishness there by Dinwiddie, you love it. He's all about doing what's best for the team.
Smith for 3. Offensive rebound. The 3. And it's Smith again missing.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
Here's Christie. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Christie's got the game tied up here for the Mavericks.
Exactly what you've come to expect from Dinwiddie. A true combo guard will spread it around for you.
A bit of pride at stake. Trying to get that last 3 ball back, but couldn't get it to fall.
There's the screen. Christie against Smith to take the lead. Christie the pass to Lively. Edwards kicks to Dinwiddie. Jacks up a 3. Rockets with the rebound. And here comes Smith leading the fast breaks. Nails the tray.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Puts up a deep 3. Got it. A tremendous 3 to tie it up.
And a cold-blooded triple to calm this crowd down after what looked like a huge 3 at the other end.
Yeah, he told them simply, pump the brakes now. Pump the brakes. We're not going anywhere. What a ball game.
And here are the Mavericks now. Here's Christie. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer. He'll head to the line.
And Smith knows how crucial these moments are, wanting to prove he can hit big shots in the NBA.
And the second free throw drops, and it's a 2-point ball game. And so he's good on all 3 free throws, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
Yeah, how about the nerves there? Those free throws put them in a very good position. 3 points clear.
You take a risk with those long passes. They're lucky the D couldn't collect them.
Thompson, a screen on Green. Irving for 3. Christie kicks to Irving. Davis with a screen on Green. So it's a narrow victory for the Rockets, pulling it out for the W. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
BA, over the years, one of the things I've heard from coaches quite often is how effective a three-tool big man can be. When you can drive it, pass it, shoot it, score it, do all the things they can, it changes the geometry of the floor.
And now Dallas' starting group. Anthony Davis is out there with Najee Marshall. Then it's Daniel Gafford. Then it's Thompson. And it's Irving in at the point.
How about that? Impressive range from Devin Booker. Tremendous touch.
Irving with it. Done in his pocket. They get the rebound. Pass to Marshall. Outside Irving. Gafford the screen. The three. And that's good. Irving for three.
Well, this guy lives out there. Irving, one of the best three-point shooters in the game.
Irving against Booker. The three. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Drafted as a 19-year-old back in 2015 by the Suns, Devin Booker has a special connection with Phoenix, Doris.
BA, they absolutely love Devin Booker in the Valley of the Sun. He's been with the Suns his entire career, and basically it's a fan base that has watched this young man grow up. And when you think over the long history of this organization, when you mention the best players in team history, there is no doubt he is part of that conversation.
Now here's Durant. Richards with a screen. Durant, the pass to Dunn. Fires the three. Davis with a rebound. For Dallas, they've gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Irving for three. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Well, Kyrie has so many options when he runs the pick and roll. He runs it to perfection.
Durant, the pass to Booker. The kick to Durant. Launches it. Gets the 3 ball to go.
That Kevin Durant is a gifted shot maker. What you can do, I can do better.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Mike Budenholzer and I got a chance to talk for a bit. We spoke about Kyrie Irving and what the most challenging thing about defending him is, and he told me, quote, just how creative he is when he's handling the ball. We want to keep the ball out of his hands as much as possible, even if it means sending double teams occasionally. We'll see if this game plan works out for them, guys. Back to you.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Here's Davis, and Davis slams it home.
And I'll tell you what, I just love how Davis runs the floor. Just incredible. I mean, how do you stop him in these situations?
Booker no good. The Mavericks lead by 4. They are looking really strong offensively.
Yeah, just terrific momentum. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Well, the defenders stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. Phoenix shooting their first free throw of the night here. All right, Doris, what's kind of an unsung stat you appreciate about the Suns lineup?
Wow, they are so gifted offensively. So I'd have to say very good at getting to the free throw line. That's important. Very good at baiting defenders and putting your opponent into the bonus. That's big. Attacking into coverage. They get to spend plenty of time at the free throw line. It's an underrated advantage, BA.
Gafford with a screen on Booker. And and he lobs it up to the rim. And the dunk by Gafford.
That's just great savvy in a pick-and-roll situation run perfectly by Kyrie Irving.
And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. For three, O'Neal. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Davis has got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to Irving. Shot clock at 5. Here's Thompson. Puts up a 3. O'Neal pulls it in.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
It's Booker on the wing, defended by Thompson. Richards, the pass to Durant. Richards with a screen. Here's the 3. Durant's shot is off.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Irving for 3. Offensive rebound. Launches it from deep. It's hauled in by the Suns.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot, but better luck next time, maybe.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Here's Irving. Oh, it goes! He got it off in time!
Just in the nick of time.
Count the basket! Kyrie Irving has been on display for Dallas. He put together 10 points in the quarter. And more NBA action on 2K Sports. Coming your way right after this. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And when you consider how Dallas is doing, guys, your thoughts?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
I think across the board, a number of guys have done a great job guarding multiple positions.
Beal and Allen are out on the wing. Mason. Oh!
Get out of the way!
Flying high! Throwing it down!
Clear the way!
Exum passes to Christie. There's the triple. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Well, how about the outstanding vision from the crafty point guard, Dante Exum, seeing the floor beautifully.
Here's Micic. Beal outside. Right wing. Here's Micic. It's tipped. And now the Mavs on the run. Another 3 for Dallas.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
Allen on the wing. Takes a 3. Dives for it. From behind the arc. It's hauled in by Exum. The Mavericks leading. And one of the game's best shooters, Doris. Grayson Allen can really stretch the floor for you.
BA, his presence on this particular roster is so significant because of what they can do around him. Yes, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter because he can flat beat you from distance, but you also can't foul him. He is consistent at the free throw line, and he's very capable off the bounce. Grayson Allen is a more well-rounded player than he's given credit for.
The Mavericks have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Phoenix has gone just 1 of 5 so far this quarter from 3. For 3, Allen. He drains that one after 2 misses. Now 1 for 3. Oh, another lead change. 6 total in the first half.
And this is the battle we were hoping to see.
From deep three-point range. No good on the shot. The Suns have gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Bradley Beal is settling in as one of multiple stars in Phoenix. He said, it's been an adjustment for sure. You go from being very ball dominant to now you share the dominance. And it's a sacrifice and also an adjustment of learning a totally different role. Brian, he says it's a process, but one he embraces.
Good point. Thanks, Allie. Here's Christie. He buries it from 3. Christie's got 9 points.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
Beal's shot is good.
No one better to answer with the 3 ball than Mr. Bradley Beal.
Oh, Beal picks his pocket. And now the Suns fast break. From deep. Lively grabs the miss. Dallas has got 3 of 5 to fall from beyond the three-point line in the second. Beal against Dinwiddie. Outside Bull. Lets the 3 fly. 1:21 left to play in the first half. Beyond the arc. Hits a 3-pointer. And now a 4-point Suns lead.
Well, more and more you see big men working on the outside shot, and this guy has one of the better ones in the league.
Exum passes to Dinwiddie. Lively with it. 6 on the shot clock. Edwards for 3. Plumlee pulls down the board. Plumlee's got rebound number 5 here tonight. 41 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. And it's Edwards with the ball for Dallas. 4-point game. To the inside. Pass to Christie. Releases. The offensive rebound. Dinwiddie outside. Fires from deep. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. Here's Micic. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Outside Bull. Let's go with a 3. Edwards pulls it in. Here's Lively. And that's not going to go. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. The Suns, thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Give me a beat. They're measuring up the shot.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Nice game. Great performance by Devin Booker.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
Well, he's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
And on the floor for Jason Kidd as we get into the second half. They've got Thompson, Davis out there with Najee Marshall. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Gafford in at the center position. Gafford passes to Irving. From downtown. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now. Well, Grant, with players getting bigger and more athletic, do you support moving the restricted area out?
Yeah, B.A., I would. We've seen a lot of injuries when defenders slide underneath elevated players on the drive. So cutting down that risk makes a lot of sense.
Ball stolen. Done with it. Yet to see a basket. Booker surveying the D. The 3 is up. Devin Booker for 3.
Putting up points is what Devin Booker does best, and right now he is showing out.
Thompson finds Irving. Back to Thompson. 3-pointer. Connects from downtown. Thompson's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
Here's Marshall. That's no good. Couldn't get his first one to go.
Well, you can see why the defense dared him to shoot it. That's not really his spot.
Doris, one place you see this Dallas team show up is in the hustle stance.
B.A., this version of the Dallas Mavericks is as tough and as gritty and as willing to compete as any I've seen. Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
On the wing, Durant. Outside Booker. Shot clock at 6. fades. He drops it from range. Booker's got 16 points now.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
Back to Irving. Launches a three. Rebounded by Dunn. The Suns lead by 5. Durant way outside. Kyrie Irving clears the rebound. The Mavericks have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Sends it home from three-point land.
How quickly Kyrie squares up so quickly after a dribble, even on pull-ups. That is difficult to guard.
Davis against Durant. Fires for 3. Gafford grabs the miss. Gafford's got 7 rebounds in the game. Irving against Booker. Out to Thompson. For the lead. And Dallas hits again from deep.
Well, this is his prototypical shot. Klay Thompson from 3.
Phoenix has gone 3 of 7 from deep so far in the third quarter. Booker fires from way outside. Phoenix no good that time either. Dallas has gone 4 of 7 from 3. A good percentage in the third quarter. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, the Mavericks are looking to contend. Coach Jason Kidd said, we're trying to build a championship team, and it's not easy. Dallas has not talked about that for a long time. So to talk about that, it's pretty cool. To be able to build it takes time. We have the personnel. We have the team. Brian, that's confidence.
Yep, and they're in win-now mode, Allie. Thank you. Irving for 3. And it's Phoenix with a rebound.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Now Richards. No points so far. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And that one's good. Irving for 3.
There you see Kyrie with the speed and the open floor right there.
Outside Durant. Will it go? That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. Durant's got 6 here in the quarter.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Booker for 3. And again, it's Phoenix from deep.
Devin Booker ready on the opportunity to take any 3 he gets. That is pretty.
Thompson left side. Irving for 3. No good on the buzzer beater. 3 quarters of play and a close one here. Suns. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. The Mavericks trailing. Beal and Allen are out on the wing. Bull out there with Mason Plumlee. And it's Micic in at point guard. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. This is the very definition of a back-and-forth contest.
Yes, neither side taking its foot off the gas. I'm expecting a spectacular finish.
Here's Beal. And another basket for Phoenix.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And this is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
Washington passes to Christie. The 3. They get it again. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Washington a screen. Launches it. And that'll be Dallas's ball as it goes out of bounds. Mavericks able to keep the possession. Here's Exum. Washington tips it back in. Washington's got his first basket.
Great anticipation off the missed shot.
Oh, his timing was impeccable. Allen outside. Fires the 3. The Mavericks pull it in. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Dinwiddie gets the bucket.
Wow, Spencer Dinwiddie showing you that nice handle. What a drive.
Allen outside. Pass to Plumlee. Lets it go from deep. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Lively's got his 5th rebound in this one. The 3 from Washington. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Plumlee's got his 7th rebound here tonight. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Sinks it from distance.
That's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
Washington outside. Here's Christie. Hole covering. Exum up top. Washington inside. He's against Allen. For 3, Dinwiddie hits the trifecta. Dinwiddie's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, Spencer Dinwiddie relishes the response. What an answer to that 3 with one of his own.
To the right side. Here's Micic. This one for 3. Just 4 to shoot. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Mavericks.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
And it's a completely new group for the Suns. Irving with a deep 3. Durant pulls it in. Suns trail by 4. Booker, pass to Durant. Let's go with a 3. Yes! And it's Booker with the setup. Booker's got 3 assists in the game.
He wants the ball, has a flair for the dramatic, unfazed in big situations.
Offensive board. Here's Christie. On target from range.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
There's a minute 40 left in the game. And that's a foul called on P.J. Washington. That's his first foul of the game.
I have to admit, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
Durant way outside. Outside for Booker. Durant with a screen on Washington. Booker for 3. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis. Davis has got his 6th rebound on the night. Thompson finds Irving. From deep 3-point land. Again, Irving missing.
I don't know if he's tired or what, but he is definitely holding back a little bit, and he has to step his game up right now.
And the 3-pointer is good for Durant.
Kevin Durant absolutely fearless. If the game's in the balance, he will demand the basketball.
Here's Irving. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Durant. 54 seconds left in the 4th. Washington outside. Clock at 6. Outside Irving.
A smart defender. Booker can anticipate and uses good balanced movement to get in position.
Richards with a screen. O'Neal passes to Dunn. It's Booker on the wing. Richards with a screen. Booker against Thompson. And out of bounds. Dallas will have it.
Wow, what a time for a turnover. Shows you just how key one play can be.
20 seconds left to play in the 4th. Irving for 3. Oh, nails the triple.
And talk about stepping up in a big way.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Here's Booker. Oh, he used the shot fake to create the angle, but he couldn't get it to fall. And so the big win by Dallas in a tight game. Allie, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up.
should be a battle out there.
Nothing easy in the paint, Kevin. Both front courts will be fighting for every possession when they miss.
Here's the starting group for Houston. We've got Jayshawn Tate, Dylan Brooks out there with Jalen Green. Then it's Alperen Şengün, and it's Thompson in at the power forward. And so it's the Suns getting on the board first. Şengün, and they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Durant, no good.
A shot like that is a polite way to say, hey, coach, bench me.
Not only a terrible shot, but also at the worst possible time. That's just not good.
Now here's Booker. Out to KD. Just 5 to shoot. Over Thompson. Şengün with the rebound.
See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
And Kevin Durant, one of the top 10 scorers in league history. And RJ still going strong.
And he does it with efficiency, Kevin. Takes great shots, and he's incredibly accurate. And if he doesn't have a look, he's a willing passer.
Suns have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Durant for 3. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Offensive rebound. Thompson passes to Şengün. From deep. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
It makes a difference for them if he can establish his three-point shot as a weapon.
And Durant gets it to go.
And Durant plays with real competitive fire, which makes him so important.
Here's Şengün. And another 3 for Houston.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Now, here is O'Neal. Back to Durant. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Houston ball.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Şengün. And it's Houston with another.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Done with this screen on Thompson. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Houston. Şengün's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. RJ, we know that the Suns missed the playoffs for about a decade, but now they seem to be getting some traction. How do you view them?
I view them as a team that's in transition. Obviously, they have Devin Booker, the homegrown star. The guy has blossomed there in front of everyone's eyes. And after that finals run, they've really been searching. He's the last player there. But whenever you have Kevin Durant on your team, you are always on the verge of something special.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Kevin Durant is the human cheat code. Bradley Beal says of his new teammate, he's 7 feet tall, he can shoot the ball, he can do everything. It's a little unfair. I get a bit jealous sometimes. I wish I was 7 feet, but nothing he does really surprises me. When he's in attack mode and locked in, there's nothing you can do. Kevin?
Not a single darn thing. You're so right. David, thanks.
This is why you always have to chase guys off the arc, because everyone has a three-point shot now.
Thompson sets the pick for Şengün. Beyond the arc. Thompson misses. Suns trail by 5. And Booker kicks to KD. Thompson with the rebound. Pass to Şengün. Thompson with it. Back to Şengün. Thompson sets the pick for Şengün. From past the arc. Thompson misses.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up the three-pointers. but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
Houston leading by 5. Now, here's Şengün. He's got 8. Shoots over Richards. Another miss by Houston. Down low.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. Now Thompson. Şengün, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Rockets.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
And Phoenix with a whole new group on the floor. The wing pair we'll be seeing is Beal and Allen. Cole is out there with Plumlee, and it's Gillespie in at the point guard position. This is out there for Phoenix. Now Allen, following the miss by Jabari Smith from deep. Allen's shot is off. Rockets leading by 3. The deep 3 from Smith. Smith missing again. Phoenix has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Gillespie. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing. And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently. When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Smith scanning the floor. Fires the 3. Gets that one to drop. First one of the game after 4 straight misses.
At 6'10", Smith with incredible range, and that's why some have compared him to Rashard Lewis.
RJ, the Rockets don't just have young talent. They have elite young talent.
Yeah, you can have all the high draft picks in the world. That doesn't mean you're going to hit on the right guys. But Houston, they certainly have.
Whitmore sends a screen for Smith.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots. Yeah, and that three-point shot, it really has looked awful here in the second quarter.
Oh, and slam it down!
Yeah, that...
How did you see that?
I'm speechless.
Oh, man. Beal with the steal. And Cam Whitmore picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Outside, Beal. Over in the corner, Allen. Lets the 3 fly. And Plumlee kicks to Allen. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Eason.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
Beal dishes to Allen. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Houston. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Smith for 3. Again, the miss by Smith.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Flashing his range, Beal is an absolute bomber from deep.
And the shot is good. The Phoenix lead has been cut down to just 2 points in the bucket from Smith.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And Ball sends it back. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Nobody near Allen. Drops in the tray off the fast break. Allen's got the lead up to 5 now for the Suns. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Suns.
When you pile up the blocks earlier in games, it really can affect the other team. They lose confidence offensively.
And they are also just outworking the opposition in transition. When the break is on, they've continued to find ways to score.
Now Smith, following the miss by Bol from deep. The shot's good from Smith. Smith's got 9.
Just such a smooth stroke there for Smith. Look, 10 years ago, maybe it was KD and Dirk, but we never saw a guy that height with a stroke like that.
Now here's Plumlee. No scoring in this one. Outside, Beal. Shot clock at 6. Bol setting the pick for Beal. And the Suns tack on 2 more.
Defensively, you can't afford to give Beal any space in that two-man game.
Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession. Here's Gillespie. It's Allen on the wing. A three-pointer, no good.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And it's Smith missing. Phoenix leading by 4. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Steps back. Beal taking his time here. Fades. And it's Whitmore with the rebound. Smith wide open. He fires. Another miss by Houston. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. The Suns on top, up by 5. Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
And get ready for the fan. Court shot. Drums, please. They're thinking about the shot.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. And something that every NBA player has now that maybe they didn't a couple years ago, RJ, their own personal trainer.
Well, it's just a beautiful investment of your own resources back into your body. I love that players are hiring chefs, dietitians, sleep aides, and the teams are hiring them. I love every aspect of that.
Taking a look at the Rockets. Thompson is out there with Jayshawn Tate. And it's Green, then it's Brooks, and it's Şengün in at center.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Şengün passes to Tate. Thompson for the triple. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Thompson's got 6.
Defensively, you have to live with Thompson making those, because if you get up too close at the arc, Ahmed will blow right by you.
And is back to the basket for over 5. That'll be a turnover.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Now, here's Şengün. Not a lot of room. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Fades back, and it's good for 2. He's got 10. Here's KD. 5 points in the game. So RJ, the Rockets last year, they were exactly at 500. 41 up and 41 down.
Still, they missed the play-in by 5 games. In the East, they easily are in. That just tells you how difficult a rebuild in the Western Conference is. And Houston is up against it.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much, Kevin. And another Kevin Durant, is the most decorated member of the Suns star trio. AD says, I believe in this team and we believe in one another. I like our chemistry. Not just the 3 of us, but our whole team. Our coaching staff is doing a great job. I'm not promising anything, but I like our chances against anybody. Kevin, they certainly have the talent.
David, indeed they do. From the arc, Şengün with the rebound. Şengün's got his 7th rebound here tonight. On Lobbed up there for Thompson. And Thompson throws it down.
This one has been all about Amen Thompson, a freakish athlete. When he gets rolling, there's just not much a defender can do.
And Booker puts up a deep three. And they get it back. Here's Richards. Şengün covering. 6 on the shot clock. Richards no good. Houston's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. He lobs it up, and it's Green with the jam.
This is what Green loves to do, getting strong positioning inside and going to work.
For 3, Booker. Richards passes to Booker. We've got 1:48 left to play here in the third. Stolen by Brooks. Here's Şengün. He's got 10. Trying to find Thompson. He gets it to him.
He's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
You talk about reputations, RJ. Few have one like Dylan Brooks.
I'll give it to this man. He is fearless. He doesn't care if it's Steph, LeBron, his mom, whoever. Dylan is trying to get in their head. You want guys like that on your side.
And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. So the Rockets end up going with a whole new group.
Substitution on the court.
Suns trail by 6. And Booker puts up a deep 3. And just miss after miss right now. For Houston, they've gotten nearly everything to drop this quarter. They're 7 of 8 from the floor since halftime. And Phoenix with a whole new group on the floor. And 1:01 left in the third. Here's Landale. Easy jumper from very short distance. Landale's got the lead up to 8 now for the Rockets. Allen, a screen on Smith. And Bull wide open. He shoots. Bangs home the trifecta. Bull's got his second bucket of the night.
Moving well in the pick and roll. Bull's understanding for how to capitalize in that spot is big.
Landale misses. Phoenix has gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. And it's Jock Landale with the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Green, he's checked in for Whitmore. The Suns have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Hits it from three-point range. Gillespie's got 6. The Rockets have gone 8 of 10 shooting here in the second half. Very strong. Out to the right wing. Here's Landale. He's guarded by Plumlee. Landale misses.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
Amen Thompson, he's feeling it tonight, and he has been the driving force. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
There wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. The wing pair we'll be seeing is Beal and Allen. Plumlee out there with Bull. And it's Gillespie in at the point guard. That's who's out there for Phoenix. The Suns trail. Here's Bull. Over Green. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
Yeah, inside, Bull, he does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
Shepherd with the ball. To the inside. Here's Smith. Rebound by the Suns. Bull with it. Picked up by Shepherd. They grab their own miss. Here's Plumlee, and he banks in the layup. And the Suns lead by 2.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. And so Green will bring it up for Houston. Smith inside, working on Plumlee. Pulls up. Nice shot by Smith. Smith's got it all tied up now for Houston.
And this is why you let Smith work inside. He's adept at knowing how to finish in traffic. I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Here's Gillespie. Eason grabs the board. Eason's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Suns foul.
And the first one at the line is good, so both teams making some changes here. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Here's KD. From deep three-point territory. And that one is off. Rockets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Shoots from the right block, and he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Knocked loose and stolen by Thompson. Shoots a fader. Brooks misses.
Well, some trips you get the shot you want, it just doesn't fall. I go back to him in that area on the floor.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Şengün's checked in for the Rockets. Oh, the silky smooth 3 from KD.
ICE. Ice. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy lives for these moments.
And stolen by Bull. Booker with it. He's picked up by Brooks. That's good from Booker on the assist by Bull. Now it's a 4-point Suns lead. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Suns.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
And another thing, guys, they dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
Şengün drives in and stolen by Dunn. Here's Bull. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Lobbed up there for Thompson. Durant with the steal. To the middle. On the wing, Booker. Brooks covering. There's the 3. At the Dunn. Puts up a deep 3. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Dunn.
There's one for the low light. Wow. I'm not sure who messed up the pass, but look, somebody did.
And for Houston, they're shooting not great. 40% for the game. Thompson sets the pick for Şengün. And stolen by Booker. Dunn outside. Takes a 3. Rebound by Smith.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
Anything other than a make is game over. This is where you lean on your stars to get you to the finish line.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Booker, no good.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yeah, they fought as hard as they could. Just wasn't in the cards tonight.
Yes!
Thompson, assisted by.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Rockets foul. Jalen Green. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
And here's Phoenix. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Lobbed up there for Green and stolen by Booker. And they go to the intentional foul.
Third personal foul. Third team foul.
Gets the first, and that increases their lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
He knows how important it is converting at the line and building up this lead.
So the Suns win it. It was up for grabs, right? Thanks so much, David. And that'll do it, folks.